Hey sis, I have a giveaway happening. Click the link in the description below. Hello once again, my people. It is I, Vid, and welcome back to Temptations Ballad. I hope you had a good spooky season, or at least a good half of spooky season. I honestly just needed a break. But I'm back. We're back with our good game made by my best boy Shirokoi. Shiro, I'm gonna bleep this out so in that way I don't get in trouble by YouTube. If the scene is in this episode, I will come for your career like white on rice. Anyways, let's get started. What did I do last episode? I don't remember. I think we were going... Okay, hold on. Last episode, we were going to go see a friend of Clyde. His name is Clyde. It's a friend of Cole's, in order to get back a crown. And I don't know if it happened or not, but we're here. So now let's get started. The building's interior was cold and unkept. Its dark stone walls dimly lit by flickering candlelight. As Clyde led the three of them down the narrow corridor, muffled sounds of fighting men, roaring crowd echoed through the walls. Clyde watched the newcomer's nervous face with a grin. Oh, Clyde is looking at it, and he is like, we are going to get this started. We're going to get this going, and you two gonna die. Well, folks, welcome to my fighting ring. I don't remember what your voice was. The door opened and revealed a large, rowdy room with an open area roped off for fighters. The place was filled to the brim with crowds surrounding the ring, whopping and hollering at two large, heavily bruised men exchanging fierce blows. Scantily clad waiters served out trays and beer and meat while judges collected bets from the excited audience. I want to work there. It's probably not legal to be a server there, but I want to be a server there. Okay, I want to see men beat each other up and then have fun afterwards. I'm not horny on main, I promise. The entire crowd screamed as one of the fighters brutally grabbed his opponent by the throat. The freaking Sasuke meme. Shut up. It is 1:30 in the morning. I cannot be having this. In a show of sheer strength, the fighter lifted his opponent off the floor and tossed him into a brick wall with a sickening crunch. Munch, crunch, munch, munch, crunch, crunch.
Munch, munch, crunch, crunch.
As the other man groaned and struggled to pick himself off the ground, the fighter raised a victorious fist in the air, prompting the crowd to burst into uproarious applause. That's the word. Sid watched the entire exchange and gulped nervously. Sid, don't look at that and gulp nervously. This is what you signed up for. What, you think that you were just going to be swinging a sword at a dragon and expecting nothing? Dude, nah. Sis Boomba. The answer to that is no. Whoa. This is kind of hardcore.
If you think that this is rough, you should see my papa in the ring. That's when things get really good.
It doesn't appear that these fighters adhere to proper sparring etiquette. Oh, sweet baby. Oh, sweet baby, sweet darling, sweetheart. Oh, no. Please pray for this woman. Had I pulled a trick like that in the cathedral, Her Excellency would have surely locked me up in confinement for days.
Lock you in confinement?
Yes, ma'am. What kind of weird church training did they put you through? Huh? Worry not, friends. It was just a simple discipline. Surely many families do the same for their children. Oh, no, they don't. Artemis. Oh, no, Artemis, sweetheart. Fuck your mom. No. I think the worst my mom's done was force me to wash all the dishes in our tavern for a couple of days. And then she felt bad and we ended up washing them together. Cole scoffed.
Papa's never had to discipline me as a kid because I never got caught. You need to stop being so honest with your parents.
Sir Cole, I simply cannot condone your deceptive methods.
That sounds like the words of a sucker to me.
Straight up come through. By now, the cheering and hollering from the rambunctious crowd died down. People were carrying the falling contender out of the ring while they were preparing for the next match. The victor of the last fight was downing a tankard of beer. That sounds really good right now. When he suddenly caught sight of Cole and his companions near the entrance. His eyes narrowed dangerously. Uh-oh. Cole's gonna get himself beat up. Uh-oh. The large man quietly approached them, the crowd parting his wake nervously. Where's my fan? Where's my fan? Shiro, you are not allowed to do this. You are not allowed to expose me as a goddamn furry on my furry channel. Why is this alligator handsome? I hate you. What is Goro's?
Kalodi Bonebreaker.
That is too low, but we're going for it.
Why are you here?
His voice was low and quiet, but it reverberated off the stone walls of a fighting ring in a dangerous rumble.
This is not a schoolyard. The fighting ring is a place for the strong to test their tenacity against worthy opponents. You may be chummy with Clyde, but you cannot simply waltz in here for a visit whenever you please. Cowards are not welcome here.
Sis, we got business. Do not judge. Do not judge just from the way that I look. Do not judge because you probably know that I do nothing but magic. Do not judge. I'm sending these two. Despite the sheer size difference between Cole and the huge man standing over him, Cole stood tall and unfazed.
Good to see you too, Val. I see you haven't changed much since our last visit.
A deep growl rumbled from the large crocodile's throat as he glared down at Cole. I want him to choke me. I just said that on camera. Hey. Cool it, Val. I let Cole in because he's apparently participating in the fights this time around. I know you've got beef with the little guy, but keep the drama out of the ring, alright? Come through, Tiger Boyfriend, even though probably not boyfriend, probably fuck buddy. But you know what? Those are fun too. Val raised a surprised eyebrow.
You? Fighting in the ring? Well, not exactly. I brought in my two new lackeys here for a bit of battle practice. They'll be fighting for me.
Cole turned to Artemy and said, ooh, get ready to get choked up, baby boy.
Guys, meet fighting ring's top contender and Clyde's business partner. This is Val.
Hi. He's gonna look at Sid. Do that anime thing where you just, you know the anime thing, and he's just gonna be like, you. I'm gonna demolish you. I'm going to eat you up like your breakfast. I bet you he's gonna do anything. I bet you he's gonna do that. Greetings, Sir Val. We are honored by the opportunity to spar with such a strong opponent. Val's eyes narrowed at Cole with bitter disgust. Oh, or just judge Cole.
As expected. Constantly manipulating others to fight your battles, always hiding behind your father's success. You are weak and feeble coward, Kalodi Bonebreaker.
Or you could just see his talents as a magician. Okay, wizards can do fierce magic too, okay? Firaga, burn the bitch to a crisp.
Everything you own, your connections, your success, all given to you on a silver platter by your father. You are nothing but a leech.
Ooh, that's when I would start throwing hands. Nobody calls me a goddamn leech, you motherfucker.
Your new companions will do well to be wary of you.
Cole's ready to fight. A tense silence hung in the air. Artemy and Sid exchanged nervous glances awkwardly. Love that. Love that, sis. Sir Cole, are you, Cole suddenly broke the silence with a hearty laugh.
Yep, your local immortal leech, Kalodi Bonebreaker, at your service.
Cole bowed and grinned. Oh, wearing that with pride then. Alright. Not the choice I would have gone for, but alright.
What are you gonna do about it?
Val glared at Cole for several long moments before turning to leave.
Disgusting. You were a waste of my time.
I bet you he wants to break that neck. Okay, but he and Clyde are probably gonna fuck in the back, let's be totally honest. Cole's smile faded into an unsettling frown as he watched the large crocodile disappear into the crowd. Clyde leaned over and gave Cole's hair a gentle ruffle. Ooh, Clyde. You better calm down this boy. Sorry, folks. Val can be a little confrontational sometimes. Somebody has to, okay? Luckily, if you can't be confrontational with other people, how can you run a business? This may or may not be a call out to my job.
Don't let him get to ya. Ugh, I'm used to it by now.
Clyde turned towards Artemy and Sid apologetically. That was my business partner, Val. He's the best fighter around and he helps me out with some of my market business as well. Clients are surprisingly more cooperative when you got a 7-foot tall croc on your side. 7. Dude, I'm gonna simp. I swear, he's a pretty nice guy under all the gruffness, though. Cole cleared his throat. He hasn't seen it.
Now that we got the introductions out of the way, do you mind if I take my lackeys to a changing room or something?
Sure thing, little coleslaw. Oh, they gon' fuck. Oh, you see that tilde? Do you see that tilde, Martilde, hee? They're gonna buck. The rooms are down the hall to your left. You know where they are. Cole nodded and marched through the crowd, gesturing for his 2 lackeys to follow. Oh, but maybe not. Maybe not right now. Maybe not right now. The fighting rooms, changing rooms, turned out to be an unused storage rooms that had just enough space for a handful of people. We love to see it. I bet people fucking here all the time. Knowing Shiro. Artemy and Sid struggled to squeeze between the barrels of supplies as Cole plopped down comfortably on a nearby crate.
Alright, folks. Now that we're here, let's hatch a plan before stepping into anything messy. Our goal is to search for this missing crown, but it looks like we'll have to participate in the fighting room from when I stay here.
Oh, right. That's why they're here. I said that at the beginning, but I'm like, oh, right. We're on a mission. Not horny moments. Cole turned to Sid with a grin.
Well, buddy, you said you wanted an exciting day, and now you're gonna get it. It'll be your job to fight in the ring for us.
What? What? Me? I mean, I'll definitely give it a shot. I must object. Artemy, come on. Artemy, Artemis. Artemy, me. Let him play. The crown is missing due to my own mistakes. It is only right that I fight instead.
Listen, Knighty, the fights here are hand-to-hand combat with no weapons or armor allowed. You've got any experience with that in your knighthood training? No? Alright, I'll hinge my bets on the big buff guy instead. You're a holy knight, right? Sid's probably gonna take a beating or two. You can patch him up with some healing magic or something in between the fights.
I see. Then that is a duty I will wholly accept. Right, she's a paladin. Oh my god, she knows heal magics. Bitch, she knows close wounds. Oh, he's got a plan. You don't think everyone here is as hardcore as that Val guy, do you?
Most of them are pretty wimpy, to be honest. Papa can usually beat them to a pulp with one hand. And you don't have to worry about fighting Val. He only goes after the toughest guys.
Hey, I can be pretty tough.
Sure you can. Anyway, while you guys are making a scene in the fighting ring, I'll go and sneak around the building to find that missing crown. I'm pretty familiar with this place, so it shouldn't be too difficult.
But What if he were caught by someone who works here, like Sir Clyde? Oh, if he gets caught by Clyde, oh, you know that they're going to be doing something. You know that they're going to be doing a little something. Cole shrugged. Whatever, they like me here, whatever.
We're good buddies, so I don't expect to get roughed up or anything. This might even work to our advantage.
Ooh. Hello. Hello? How is she doing? Cole snapped his fingers. A burst of violet light erupted from his fingertips like blossoming flowers. We love a magician in this house. Okay, we love magic in this house. I'm always, so my thing is, I like being a paladin. Welcome to my RPG lifestyle. I am always like the quote-unquote paladin because I always like attacking, but I always like also healing at the same time. So, which is why I'm usually a paladin, or like a mix of like a warrior, like a warrior cleric. Like sis, it's done for.
I have a spell called Charm Person. It's a really weak spell that can be easily resisted if the person sees it coming. But if I cast it while his guard is down, I can charm Clyde into showing me where the crown is. Or, better yet, just force him to give it to me. People usually forget what happened after the charm wears off, so I should be safe. Theoretically, at least. If that doesn't work, I'll just run around a corner and cast Disguise Self on myself to look like one of his workers.
We love a goddamn motherfucking illusionist. Okay, if Cole does not become a master illusionist by the time that this visual novel has ended, Shiro, we're gonna have some problems.
That should make escaping easier.
Wow, boss, you sure know a lot of illusion-y spells. This is so cool. I've never worked with a talented magic user like you before. We're gonna make a great team. Cole blushed and tried to hide his bashful smile. Nah, be prideful. Be prideful of your talents, boy. Can use that charm to, flirt with a little bit of something. Illusionist.
Thanks. I usually don't get to talk about this because all my spells are used for tricking people. This is, kinda nice.
Cole turns towards Artemis, his expression suddenly serious.
By the way, don't tell anyone I'm a magic user, okay? My papa's a real old-fashioned magic hater, so...
Artemis nodded solemnly. She might be able to keep a secret, but, I'm sure she would understand. Worry not, Sir Cole. You have my silence. But would it not be better to come clean to your father? Surely, an honest relationship will allow you to perform your future mercenary duties more easily. Yeah, you even said earlier that he wouldn't even be that mad. A little disappointment early on is, best in a lifetime of bottling up a lie, right? Oh no, they're gonna get into a talk, and it's gonna be very uncomfortable for Cole. Cole sighed, his shoulders slumped heavily.
You don't understand. I don't want to disappoint Papa. But that's not entirely why I keep my mouth shut.
He leaned backwards and stared at the ceiling wearily. Oh, he's opening up. He's opening up to himself, to two people that he took under his wing. We love a little bit of, well, I wouldn't say character development, but character development.
Val was right earlier,
Sir Cole, do not let that rude man's words get to you.
It's true, though. The mercenary company that I'll inherit is my father's, just like everything else I own in my life. But this?
Cole snapped his fingers, a few sparks of magic flashing between them.
This is mine. I may be a little weak and spineless, but I want to hold on to this. Just a little longer.
Oh, baby boy, baby sweetheart. Oh, I love him. The crowd was just as loud and rambunctious when Cole accompanied the two of them towards the ring. Sid chewed on his thumb nervously as all eyes trained on him like predators to the fresh piece of meat. Sure, he was a pretty big and tough guy, but was he ready for something like this? Hey, Cole! Is your guy ready for his first match? Sid jumped when he felt Cole place a comforting hand on his shoulder. Oh, there he is.
He's got a little stage fright, but Sid's gonna be crushing everyone once things get heated.
Oh, I want you to take that big boy fist and throw it at some little bitch's mouth, okay? I need you to knock that bitch out.
Just watch.
The crowd murmured doubtfully as Cole's bold proclamation. Several of the other fighters looked downright offended. I'm looking forward to seeing that. You've got a few moments to get ready before your first match starts. May the best fighter win. Okay, I'm ready for Sid to knock out. Sid glanced towards the ring. It looked like his opponent was a large bear whose chest was littered with bruises and scars. Rest in peace, Sid. He wasn't as big or thickly muscled as Val, but that didn't make him any less intimidating. The bear caught Sid staring and shot him a vicious grin.
Fresh meat, huh? I look forward to breaking you into the ring, kid. Oh.
And then he's gonna break into something else. Sid shuddered and ducked behind his two companions. Boss? Are you sure that I'm up for this? You did say I was a greenhorn, and I'm not ready for, like, big stuff earlier today, and...
You're not chickening out on us, are you?
Chickening out is a strong term. I prefer being strategically cautious. Cole suddenly leaned dangerously close to him, a thumb gently slitting under his chest, causing Sig to look directly into Cole's eyes as he winked. He's gonna use charm. We're gonna see charm going.
Come on, man. You're the lackey of Collodi Bonebreaker. You've got what it takes to crush everyone here if you wanted to. Now get out there and show them what you're made of.
I don't know, boss. Maybe. That sounded strangely like my sister, but I think that was just a voice in the headphones. I don't know, boss. Maybe. There it is. There she is. There's the charm. There's the charm of it all, bitch. Oh, wow, Cole, you fucking devious little shits. I love you. Sid's brain fully shut down for a moment as Cole leaned in and planted a firm kiss on his cheek. He stood frozen, his mouth agape and face slowly flushing a horrific shade of pink. Huh? What was... A spark of magic suddenly snapped him out of his stupor. Sid felt the warmth slowly spread from where Cole smooched him. It was like a hot bath enveloped in his body in a comfortable hug. We seeing it happen. We seeing charm happen. His senses sharpened and his muscles twitched with the strength he didn't know he had. Sid gulped and readjusted his glasses in utter confusion. What was that? What was that a spell? Cole winked again. Bardric inspiration. Ooh. I told you, Cole is a fucking illusionist bard. An illusionist, that's dangerous. That's dangerous, dude. He's gonna be fucking everyone.
It gives people a little boost to their morale and abilities. Feels pretty good, huh? It's temporary though, so use it well.
Huh? Was that kiss part of the spell?
Maybe. Does it matter?
It matters to me! Cole waved his hand dismissively as he nudged Sid through the crowd.
No more chickening out. Get in there and kick some ass.
Sid was left spluttering, utterly dumbfounded as Cole pushed him into a fighting ring. Bitch, Sid's got a crush. Sid has got a crush, dude. Oh my god, I love them. Alright, let's see here. People were starting to place bets on the victors of this fight as the crowd congregated near the gambling table. A large pile of gold was slowly growing on the side of the bear Sid was about to face, but not a single person placed a bet on Sid himself. Sid glanced at his empty, non-existent bedding pile and his ears drooped in dejection. No, bitch, you got that bardic inspiration, dude. Okay, used it the fuck well. Give this man some inspiration, please. Okay, Ariana Grande. Positions. Perfect, good to be true. It makes sense that no one would take their chances on an unknown newcomer, but the crowd suddenly parted as Cole swaggered towards the gambling table and tossed a massive pile of gold coins onto Sid's side. Cole coming through. Shocked murmurs of disbelief spread throughout the audience. All that gold on the newbie? He doesn't even look that tough. Get ready to lose all your gold, kid.
I should be saying the same thing to you.
Cole sneered.
After this round is over, I think I'll be a whole lot richer.
Sid watched the whole gambling exchange from his positions in the fighting ring. He felt his heart jump at the sight of Cole spilling so much money into his betting pile. Adrenaline pumped through his being as he took a deep breath and stepped forward into the ring. Boss is really taking a chance on me. I gotta do a good job. Yeah, or else he's losing all that money. Just watch. I'll crush the competition. Gets knocked out like square one. A judge blew a whistle, signaling that the fight was about to start. Oh, come through, Sid. Let's go. Artemy and Cole settled down in their seats along with the rest of the crowd. Well, Sir Cole, you must have much confidence in Sir Sid to wager such wealth on his performance. He is lucky to have such a supportive leader. Cole, who was sipping a tankard of mead, right? You're not 18 like I always think you are. You're 21. Or 24. No, you're 24. He's 24? 24. 24. I always think he's 18 because he's a small tinky twink, okay? And he's just like going to be like used, abused, and manhandled. That's why I always think he's 18, but I'm like, no, that's a lie. Cole, who was sipping a tankard of mead, nearly spat out with a snort. Huh? Nah, that pile of gold is all a minor illusion.
If Sid loses this match, get ready to run.
I beg your pardon? It's an illusion. People are gonna look through it and they're gonna be like, what? Fighters, get ready. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Oh, alright, come on, come through. Let's go. A shrill whistle echoed through the stone room. Sid immediately... Pow, bitch. Pow. Sid immediately raised his fist and crouched into a fighting stance. Magic from Cole's bardic inspiration simmered through his veins and muscles like static electricity. All of Sid's senses felt oddly sharp and focused. His opponents, the scarred bear, dove at him with a ferocious snarl, but to him it was almost appeared as though he moved in slow motion. Sid dodged the bear's jabs and punches and then retaliated with one of his own. Pow, bitch. Get him with the uppercut. The bear stumbled backwards with a fierce blow to the jaw. An opening! He charged forward and slammed into the largest man's abdomen. Oh my god, with a massive heave, Sid grabbed the bear by his torso and lifted him into the air. Sid is a top. He's a top? His opponent flailed and yelled helplessly as Sid leaned backwards sharply and slammed the bear to the ground with a brutal thud. Sid scrambled onto his feet, panting breathlessly as he stared at the groaning body of his opponent. The bear weakly tapped the stone floors thrice. A surrender. Tap out. It's like when somebody's getting choked out and they just go bam. He won. The first round was over without Sid even taking a single hit. Sid stood over the Are we really doing the freaking... Are we really pulling the same person who made the who made the music of monkey spinning monkeys? Okay, come through, Shiro, with that royalty-free music. Sid stood over the prone bear, panting heavily as he came out of his adrenaline-induced daze. crowd was stunned. Even Cole's jaw hung open in shock. In the back of the crowd, a lone Artemy clapped politely through the silence with a smile. Wonderful job, Sir Sid. I cannot with her. She is precious and she must be protected, even if she does hold a sword. What the fuck is gonna happen because of this music? Your show of strength is truly impressive. Sid flushed pink and scratched his head bashfully from the center of the ring. Thanks. Did you see that, boss? I hope I did you proud.
Huh? Oh, yeah, you sure did.
Get me out of this fucking recording studio, also known as my fucking bedroom. Okay, I'm gonna run out. I'm gonna run into the wilderness and get eaten by a bear with Cole not even fucking caring. Are you serious? Cole was busy running towards the gambler's table and mixing together piles of gold to hide his fading illusions. Oh, love that. Most of the crowd was too distracted, mumbling bitterly to themselves, to notice the gold pile was significantly smaller.
Beginners get all the luck.
Or maybe we were just good.
Anyway, thanks for all the money, folks.
That's what his voice is. All right. And should I finish this? I'm gonna finish this. Artemy grimaced as Cole carried back a large sack of gold to the table with a giddy grin.
Even if this whole crowd business doesn't work out, at least I'll have some loot to bring back to Papa tonight. No worries, Knightley. I'll be sure to split some with you and Sid too.
Sir Cole, I cannot condone your dishonesty here. All this money was won through deception. Perhaps it would be better if we returned it.
What? Return it to these gamblers in this illegal fighting room? We got the shitty black market in the back rooms? None of this money was honest to begin with. We're just taking it back and putting it to good use.
Artemy's frown deepened as she stared into the large sack of coins. Oh no, Artemy, my sweet baby, you are too good. I suppose this still does not sit well with me. She looked up with a determined glare. As you say, this whole establishment is quite illegal. Perhaps I should alert the knights of the church to this place and forego the entire fighting ring business to begin with. Cole's body stilled as he stared into Artemy's intense gaze. Ooh, what you thinking? What you thinking, boy?
Maybe you could. Of course, a small army of knights approaching would alert everyone here right away. There are hidey holes to escape tunnels everywhere in this place. The moment trouble arises, everyone will grab their money, goods, and treasures and flee in every direction. Your knights couldn't catch them all, and then you can kiss your missing crown goodbye.
He took a step forward and placed the stack of gold into her hesitant hands. Ooh, he snapped. He said sister snapped.
Or you could stick with us to quietly recover your crown with a chance of success. What will you choose?
Artemy gripped the coin sack tightly and sat back down with a sigh. She knows what she gotta do. When you put it that way, I suppose this is the correct course of action. Still, Cole patted her head with a sympathetic smile.
Listen, I get it. You're a good person. I'm kinda scummy and an asshole, and this place got bad vibes, bad juju, bad fucking mojo, sister. But the whole world ain't exactly black and white with clear answers. When you've been out here as long as I have, you learn that you gotta bend a few rules to get the job done.
Artemy fiddled with the edge of the coin stack. Her brow furrowed uncomfortably. Perhaps it is true that I do not have much experience with the world outside the church district. I will look into your experience in these difficult matters, Sir Cole. Their conversation was interrupted by Sid rushing excited through the crowd to their table with sweat still dripping from his temples. Sweat beach. Miss Knight! But you don't even remember Artemy's name. Love that. Boss! Did you see the fight that I was just in? I cannot believe I beat that big guy. What do you think? Am I a decent addition to your adventuring party? I can speak fast. Sid beamed between the two of them, his tail wagging furiously. He's a good boy. Oh, he's a good boy. Well done, Sir Sid. I admit, I am quite surprised. You are a very adept fighter for someone of your background.
For real, though. Not bad for your first fight, Sid. I knew I saw something great in you behind that buff chest of your... behind that buff chat, girl, you're just thirsty. A pink tint thrust across Sid's face as he scratched his head badly. He got a crush. He might not even know it, but he has a crush. Shucks. Thanks for gambling. Thanks for taking a gamble on me, boss. I might not be the smartest guy out there, but if you're looking for someone big and fight your battles, I'm your guy. Keep up the enthusiasm. You've got a long day ahead of you. Cole stood up from the table and tossed a stack of coins into surprise Artemis' scambling hands. Looks like it's time for me to start sneaking around for that crown. Nighty, you handle all the bets from here on. Keep participating in matches and keep everyone distracted.
What? Wait, Sir Cole, you've chosen unwisely. I do not have any experience with money. He left.
Another whistle echoed through the large room to signal the start of another match. Girl, boy, miss ma'am, miss sir, you better get your ass back in there. Artemis felt utterly dumbfounded as Sid dragged her to the bidding table along with the rest of the audience. Gamblers jeered on each other as they began tossing their bets. Piles of gold coins were beginning to build up on both sides of the table this time around. Artemis gulped and fumbled through her stack of coins nervously. Don't worry, Miss Knight. I'm sure I can take on whatever fight they throw at me from here. Feel free to bet whatever you think is best. Perhaps 5 copper? Maybe this is too miserly. 5 silver, then. Would that be too bold? Alright, 4 silver it is. A group of gamblers standing next to us snarled in disbelief, spending spit flying everywhere. Wow. What kind of wheat bets are you making here, lassie? This is the fucking... This is the fucking fighting ring, not your grandma's bingo night! Go gold or go home! In her panic, Artemis grabbed a fistful of gold and hastily tossed it onto the table. Oh, no, my apologies, Sid. Perhaps I'm not a good partner for this. I hope that you are not discouraged. Don't sweat it. In fact, I'm super pumped ever since that first fight. I've always felt useless in all my previous jobs and work, but here? I've never felt more alive. Screw that scribe apprenticeship. It's like I was born for the battlefield. Just watch and relax. Sid let out an overjoyed howl of excitement before dashing back into the ring. Artemis couldn't help but watch him with a smile. He certainly is an enthusiastic fellow. It is a nice change of pace. Everyone back in the church district, that's very reserved. The judge blows shrilly on his whistle again. As the crowd make their way back to their seats, a single cloaked individual peered curiously at Artemis. Their gaze trained on her quietly as she retreated. Ooh. Ooh, was that Miss Mom? Bro, that's gotta be Miss Mom. Bro, that's gotta be Miss Mom right there. The vessel... Nope, that's not Miss Mom. The vessel is here? This complicates matters. Ooh, that's the bad guy. Ooh, that's the bad guy. Alright, and I'm gonna go ahead and pause the episode right there. Thank you all so much for watching. My name's Veed. I hope that you had a wonderful time watching this. I hope that you had a wonderful time watching me get a little devious, get a little flirty, a little bit flirty, and fight a bear. Make sure to hit that like, comment, subscribe buttons down below. You know, help a fellow YouTuber out. Make sure to hit that notification bell so that way you don't miss on any of my uploads. And I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.